Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, hi, hello, welcome. I am Sherrilyn and I am so glad you found me. If you're not new here, welcome back. I don't know what today's episode is, okay? Today's episode is the result of me getting trapped in another wormhole. I have been here for so long, and I'm so thankful for my mental health that once I film this episode, and I've already talked about it on an episode of Here for the Clout with Chelsea, but that's not live yet. But I can put it out here and it's like my work is done. I have to block these people from ever showing up on my feed again because I don't think that I can take the rage anymore. So it's like, I don't know. I'm talking today about some of, in my opinion, TikTok's biggest scammers and rage baiters. And what they're doing, it should be criminal. It is criminal, in my opinion. Okay, so shout out to the members of the Najm Family snark page on Reddit for breaking a lot of things down for me, because this is like years worth of trying to figure out what the F is going on. And for the things that I was missing, I was honestly like, I have given these people way too many views and way too much of my time. So thank you guys for being in this a long time and already having that information for me. Okay, backstory. I come across this page on TikTok, right? I don't even want to say how far back I was, probably around Christmas time, okay? And I see this girl getting tattoos on her face. I'm like, are those real? And it's of her BD, she calls it, baby daddy. And then I'm like, yeah, no, those seem to be real. And there's more coming, or like getting more tattoos in different videos. And then she plans these like elaborate proposal scenes, being like, I know my baby daddy cheats. I don't care. I love her. I'm her only baby mama. So I'm going to make her marry me. And I'm like, what? Who is baby daddy? What is going on? And like, you can hear somebody in the background. And the more I looked into it, it was like just nasty, like abusive, like the voice behind the camera, the BD, the baby daddy, degrading this girl, saying she doesn't love her. Why are you getting tattoos of me if I don't love you? Says she cheats on her all the time. I'd never marry you. Telling her, bitch, shut up. Like really triggering. So while I'm kind of presenting this as a little bit of like okay, like I need help, I also want to preface with, this is serious. Like there are a lot of times that I come across their stuff and I'm triggered, like hearing the way this person is speaking to the mother of their children. That being said, she is very, very not innocent in all of this, but as I show clips, just be aware, it definitely is triggering to me, and I'm sure it will be for some of you. So anyways, go down the rabbit hole when I see this, trying to figure out, why are we talking to this person like this, and why are you wanting to marry this person? And it turns out these people, this is what they do. They are just like these twisted rage bait dumpster rats who have been at this for years. And I've just I'm so hyper focused on it that I need to put this information somewhere. So I thank you for listening to me. I don't know what this will do. I kind of want to help other people if they came across them from getting into the same hole that I did. And now it's like, you know what, this is out here. Just watch this video. This is all you need to know, that they are scammers. This is what they do. Okay. So oh my God, I hate how much I know about them too. Okay, let's go from the beginning. All right. So the baby daddy that I ended up hearing in the initial videos behind the camera. This is Laura Najm, aka Young Glow. I think that's always been like the nickname. I don't know if she was trying to have some form of like career. I've seen rap diss tracks and stuff like that back when they were on YouTube. So I don't know. Anyways, there's lots of nicknames going around, but Laura Najm, aka Young Glow, aka Baby Daddy. All right. She's been on social media, it seems, for years. She used to make videos with an ex-girlfriend of hers named Michaela. And basically they would just show kind of like their relationship. It was like a couples channel on YouTube when that was like a really big thing. And they also kind of showed like really good times and then some bad times.
She's a great person, guys, but I just feel like I'm not in love with her anymore.
Like what happens with a lot of these channels, they quickly realize that the views start to get higher when there's more drama. So it seems like Laura really took those analytics to heart, as one does, all right, and just really leans into wanting to make more money off of the drama. So they just fully lean into this like drama skits, and Michaela's going along with this initially because she's in love. The main theme of the drama was usually always Laura cheating on Michaela, which is when a girl named Nirali comes into play and she's introduced as Laura's side chick. My understanding is Michaela played along with this, thinking, okay, this is a skit. We're doing this for YouTube, for money, for the views. But eventually Laura does end up cheating on Michaela with Nirali.
Girl, ain't nobody worried about that camera. So open the door. How do you even deal, Laura? Open it.
What is this? Stop.
I'm gonna start walking on your windshield.
Stop. Stop. Nirali.
How do you even put up? Open it
Yes.
right now. How do you even put up with it?
Right now.
So what is your problem?
Stop.
Hi.
This girl got on the top of the car.
And I'll do it again.
Go
And I'll get on
with
whatever.
Ain't nobody fucking worry. I'm just
Good.
saying.
So
in
just keep
general.
saying, because it's
You
not gonna
just
change.
wild. You just crazy.
You're very wild. Very that wild.
It's not cute.
The whole thing's super icky. I can't even imagine what that would have done for like Michaela's mental health, even just by the clickbait thumbnails of Nirali and Michaela fighting each other and having these like staged arguments all the time. It just, obviously there's a point where that gets to weigh on you, and then once there was actually like a relationship forming between Nirali and Laura, Michaela's like, all right, I'm going to choose my mental health, my dignity, and she left the situation. She goes on to find another love who seems to value her very much. Michaela credits her with just like picking her up when she was at a very low point in her life and just making her feel like she's whole again. So throughout the time that she was still with Laura filming those videos, she's seeing that the audience is having like the same questions that I am, like, what the F is this? Is this real? They're also flashing like insane amounts of money, like stacks of cash. And you're wondering, like, what are you getting paid from? Because your views on YouTube are not, they're decent, but like you are not getting paid that amount of money for those views. So when Michaela leaves the situation, she begins exposing everything. She admits like that this is all fake, this is storylines, ends up reading text messages, and then leaks like a phone call that she had with Laura and Nirali.
Me and Laura decided that we were going to bring somebody in to our content and create a storyline, okay? Now, mind you, obviously, when I say we decided to create this storyline, that off-rip goes to say that the videos are fake, okay?
So at this point, then it's Nirali and Laura that are officially together. They begin posting the same types of videos, couples videos, but the storyline is similar to Laura and Michaela's. Laura goes out, cheats on Nirali. Nirali takes on this like crazy girlfriend act, confronts the people that Laura's cheating on her with, like they fight all the time. It's ridiculous. And then they get to the point in the channel where they start to do IVF to get Nirali pregnant. And initially they post a video on YouTube saying they are intending to switch up the style of their video, and they're kind of want to lean into more wholesome family content. I guess this went on for like only a couple weeks, and then they just went back to doing like outlandish drama stuff because nobody cared. I think, well, not I think, I know because I've experienced it. The draw to these people is you're giving them so much of your time and views because you're sitting there trying to decipher what the shit is going on. And then now that I know, it's like, okay, bye. And let's save everybody else from watching, okay? So what ended up happening was their YouTube audience just dried out because they caught on a lot earlier. And they were like, okay, this is all fake. I don't need to invest anymore. So they weren't getting the views. They did try to save the channel by doing like different ventures. Like I said, they were doing like diss tracks, breakup videos, more cheating, but ultimately stooped so low to shift not only like the cheating, I'm cheating on Nirali while she's pregnant, but then causing Nirali like so much stress that she's having miscarriages, which is absolutely vile. And if you go through their YouTube thumbnails, like it says it all. So let's fast forward to TikTok taking off. So it seemed to happen at like, unfortunately, like a decent time for them, because the YouTube audience was like, F you, you're gross, this is garbage, you're now baiting us with miscarriage stuff. So now they're tapping into a new audience and an app that caters to this type of content, like the rage clickbait content. And then this is just where they like fully commit into that, the clickbait for the views. And Nerali starts getting the tattoos of Laura on her face, like pretty much all over her face. Yes, they are real. I had started off being like, are these real? Yeah, they're real. Eventually, they do actually get pregnant. My understanding is in those earlier videos on YouTube where initially they were saying that they were pregnant, they weren't. And then that's, you know, when they're doing a lot of the miscarriage stuff. Ugh. Anyways, they do end up getting pregnant. There's actually 2 boys that are born relatively close to each other. And so the rumor is that Laura had one of the babies and that Nerali had the other. And the reason why this is a rumor is because Laura had been hiding herself behind the camera. This has been going on for over a year, I believe. She keeps saying she's like gonna make a comeback and teases people like if they pay enough in their live battles and stuff, she's like gonna like show her face again, and like never does. But the assumption behind this was that it started because she was pregnant and didn't want anybody to know, and then she's just seeing like the audience is like, when are you gonna come back, and are curious about it. So then they're now hyping up this like face reveal. Yeah, this has been going on for months and months, and they just never do. And it's like, you guys, why do you care? It's not like, you know, like she's Dr. Claw from Inspector Gadget. There's old videos of her, so we know what she looks like. I think an aspect to this that, oh my God, there's so many aspects that drive me crazy to this. I don't know what I'm talking about. But something I just cannot make sense of is how they also rope so many like other characters into this shit. Like they have a crew of people that are into this bullshit and try to bait their viewers as well. And just taking it in and thinking about it as somebody who creates content, I can't put myself in their shoes. I cannot imagine subjecting myself to any level of humiliation to go on, along with like skits as a grown-ass adult for somebody else. A lot of these other characters also have like this Laura girl's name tattooed on them too. Like what? The main one right now who we see often on TikTok, I hate talking about this, but I'm so hyper focused, you guys. It has to release. I have to release it, okay? So right now, one of the main ones is this Lexi broad, okay? She's allegedly married to Laura's cousin, Heavy. That's her husband's name. So she tried to have a page like Lexi and Heavy. It's like, I think that they were trying to make their own content and just like none of it hit at all. It was actually her like level of acting skills that solidified when I was unsure about all of this being fake or not, that it was fake, because it's just like, it's not good. She's always like, I'm going to expose everything from Young Low. Like, girl, stop, please. Stop.
Y'all want the tea on this photo because you nosy. I know you nosy, but don't worry, I'm finna give you the tea.
And she just rides so hard for them, but then also like tries to backstab them. It doesn't make any sense, but goes and lies to her audience and then just like hypes up and encourages the, you know, Nerali and Laura's audience by saying like, oh yeah, they make millions. That is a bold ass lie. These people do not make millions. I don't know if she actually thinks that they have money. I'm pretty sure she's got to know that they obviously don't if she's with them, but maybe the other people, like the other side chicks, I don't know. Anyways, I don't know. All I know is they are not millionaires. You can just go to Walmart and buy stacks of like movie money. It's not real money. And you know, what's kind of sad is like, especially for this Lexi girl, you can tell she was trying to make a name for herself. She was trying to be an influencer. And at this point, it's like, that takes time. So you should have just kept with what you were doing. She's tried different avenues, and that's cool. Like, that is what you should do. She was trying to get views with, you know, her and her husband's journey while he was in jail, and then him coming out, and her Ozempic journey. Just nothing's hitting, but it's like, you got to just keep trying. But instead, she's shifted to now becoming somebody that nobody can trust. Like, no audience could ever trust her. Her chances of becoming an influencer are basically gone, because instead she just profited off of people's curiosity of coming across this Laura and Nerali to see if they're real or not. And she's like, I'm going to expose them. Come into my live and I'm going to expose them. And then never effing does. Just takes the money though. So I'm like, isn't that like fraud? Like you're saying you're going to do something and you don't do it?
You guys have no idea who that girl is, but I'm going to let you guys know exactly who she is. Y'all are not going to like it, but I don't care. What do I have to lose? You guys are already hating on me, talking crap in the comments. You guys, whatever. It is what it is. You're going to find out what kind of person she really is. What happened is that she is... Thank you, Courtney. Love my real supporters. I really do.
She's not reliable. You've ruined your chances of anybody trusting you, girl.
Go over to our YouTube, which is Lexi and Heavy. Once we get to 1,000 subscribers, we're dropping everything with receipts. Young Lo did it again. What, you may ask? I'm not going to tell you on TikTok. Y'all can go follow my Instagram, Lexi and Heavy, and I'm going to drop all the receipts there because y'all be saying I'm not about receipts. I'm about the receipts, but on my Instagram.
For the most part, it seems like a lot of the audience that had found her are understanding now that this is just garbage and it's all a scam and they're just scamming people for money because they've been calling it out more. I actually went into one of her lives and called it out because she had literally done one of those like Adrielle Siegler type TikToks where she's like, I'm on live and I'm done with the Najm family. They owe me money and I'm going to expose them. And she had also said like she was being sued, then she was going to sue them. And then when you go in there and anybody asked about, like the tea, the exposing that was going on, she's like, we're not here for that. Like, we're just hanging out. I'm getting ready for my trip with my husband. I'm like, girl, no, you literally just got us here under false pretenses and now you're not talking about, like, this is just what they do. Anyways, I got blocked like multiple times. I wasn't even being rude. I was just like, hey, like, so are we gonna address things? And she's just like, blocked.
Thank you, bestie. No, nobody wants receipts right now. We're having coffee and relaxing.
So then I went on my other account and I was like, oh, like, so we're blocking people if they ask about the receipts that you just said that you were going to show us. And then I got blocked again. Anyways, okay. So probably better for my mental health. That was literally probably best case scenario for me. Okay. At the end of the day, it's just like, I'm just so mad because not only just because of how cringy it is, like the whole thing is just so cringy. I cannot put myself in a situation where I would go on the internet and embarrass myself like this for somebody else. But another reason it pisses me off the most is because they're liars and they scam and they manipulate their audience and they try to love bomb them. Like they're like, hey besties, hey bestie. And then that's what Lexi calls hers. Nerali calls hers like my boss babes, my queens. They really prey on that emotion. And I don't want to I don't want to insult anybody, and I'm meaning this in the nicest way possible. But often the people who are constantly showing up in those chats, I'd say a few of them are quite lonely, and this gives them like a purpose. When they, send a galaxy and they get this big reaction that makes them feel special, but they're sending so much of their hard-earned money to fund these people's lives, and they just are not genuine good people. There are a lot of people, I wouldn't say a lot, I actually think like the amount of scammers outweigh the people who actually are providing like an entertainment and service. I am seeing way more, fun lives that I'm liking to go into, like ASMR ones. I'll give you some names at the end. One girl who she signs songs and stuff and has this like cute little vibe. Anyways, that is not what this is. This is, you are straight up scamming. You are taking advantage of your audience's vulnerabilities, and often you're also leading them into false pretenses, being like, if we get to this many galaxies, that's when I talk, and then you don't. Like, you're freaking fraud. Like I said, they're always showing off like their lifestyle. Mainly it's just that they have like these huge stacks of fake money, and then you can tell like the house that they rent it's rented. The heroes over on the Reddit snark page have already figured that out, that it's rented. Like, these aren't their things. And even with this rented house, like, if you look in their videos, you can see they can't even furnish them. So they do not have the money that they are showing. And it's interesting too, because if they did have that amount of money, why would you be going on and like trying to scam your audience? Like, that, you should be good with the amount of stacks that you're constantly showing. Like, you should not need to be on live 24/7. When I say that they are online like 24/7, I guarantee if you go, please don't go and look. Please don't go and look and give them a like or a view. I'm telling you right now, if you were to, they'd be there. So it's fine. You don't have to. Okay. Anyways. So, and then people get caught up in the drama, and then they get caught up in the emotion. And a lot of that emotion is feeling bad for Nirali. Like I said, when I first found them, the way that Laura speaks to her, like it's just like jarring, like horrible. So then they'll go through these like breakup periods where Laura will like try to win her back and buy her a bunch of things and like all these luxury gifts. And usually like you just never see what's in the bags and everything. So it's like, oh, okay. So you just bought the empty bags and boxes from Louis Vuitton or Dior or whatever, or buy cars. A big thing is like vehicles. And again, shout out to the people on Reddit. The vehicles are from Turo. So like, you know, like the Airbnb for cars, they'll just go and rent a vehicle for like an hour or so, take the video, and then they're not buying. Being like, I just walked into Mercedes and I bought this G-Wagon for my baby mama. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. You're lying. You're lying. I don't like liars. I think what keeps some of those loyal people coming back is, I don't know, kind of giving Nirali the benefit of the doubt over and over and over and over again. I understand like maybe the first time where you're just trying to figure it out and seeing, you know, what's going on, because she does a lot of humiliating things. She'll like, if she's eaten food off the floor like a dog, Laura calls her name. She dyes her hair till it like falls off. She'll post videos of her crying, look absolutely beaten down, also like looks like she's been abused. It makes the audience feel horrible for her. Then though, you see the video, and then right after you see her pop up on live and she is like fully together, like screaming for the galaxies, cheering on everybody. It's just, it's upsetting, especially because I've seen women who admit that they themselves have been in abusive relationships wanting to help and support her, wanting to send her gifts to help her get away. And honestly, like this aspect, it did have me for a bit, feeling bad for Nirali, wondering, okay, like, is this a DV situation? Looking at her, it's obvious there's been like drastic changes with her, like just on her appearance, her hair changing constantly. There's been quite a bit of weight gain. I'm not weight shaming. I'm just stating the facts. Like, she looks different from when she first met her to now. And that if you look at how I looked when I was in a very abusive situation, same type of thing, like very different person. But that's not what this is. Like, this is part of their rage bait, which is so nauseating. She'll post clips of crying and saying like, I'm in a trauma bond.
Yes, I understand that every time my baby daddy cheated on me or disrespected me or degraded me for the whole wide world, the whole internet to see, yes, I took her back. I took her back time after time after time. Why? I'll tell y'all why. Because I am in a trauma bond that I'm trying to get myself out of. If you ever been in a situation like this, then you know exactly how hard it is to get out of it, and you know how hard something like this is to go through.
And then goes on live with like that Lexi girl where she's got bruises on her face, and she sits there and she starts licking a cloth and wiping the makeup off, going, you wanted me to be a DV survivor so bad. Like, freaking nerve. Not even just as someone who has come out of a DV situation, but literally somebody who connects with people almost on a weekly basis, who has lost a loved one to a DV situation. Like, you are sick fucking people. Disgusting. I'm mad today, you guys. Like, I am mad. Profiting off of that is so gross. I have no idea how TikTok allows them to be on that app, how they are allowed to make $1 freaking dollar for the type of content that they make. Like, this is not entertaining. There's nothing entertaining about them. Everything they do is absolute trash. And Nerali is very much in control of her actions and her tactics. She goes from posting like these like sad fishing TikToks, and then, like I said, goes on TikTok for hours just hyping like just like so hyped, getting everybody like all excited, like, give me the galaxies, we can do it, if anybody can do it, it's my boss, babes. Very much taking advantage and preying on that parasocial relationship, of getting that acknowledgement once they send a gift. And she like, yeah, she's just, it's terrible, because there are people who clearly have hearts and want to help her and support her in a situation that she's portraying is horrible. And it's an act. Like, this is all a skit.
Hi, everyone. I don't even know how to start this video, honestly. I have been going through such a dark tunnel, and I've barely had the courage to set up my camera to film this video. I just wanted to let everyone know who has been rooting me on and sending me such supportive messages that I love you guys so much. And I just wanted to update you guys because I know I have been away for a few days now. I have been in a very, very, very dark, depressing state of mind, and this is the first time that I've got myself to stop crying and finally just talk to you guys like I always do.
As y'all can see, I'm back home. I've had my time to cry. I've had my time to be depressed. But now it's time to speak up and speak for I have went through so much in the last 48 hours that I myself am not even comfortable with speaking on. But I'm going to speak up. I'm going to speak about everything, because if anybody is going to take my baby daddy down, it's going to be me. I just opened up my FYP and I see so many videos of people speaking on my baby daddy. So we gonna get this straight. One time and one time only. I'm the baby mama. I'm the only person that knows every single fact about my baby daddy.
Oh, another way that they also expose is this whole, like, she'll sit there and be like, what are you saying? What? Can you hear me? Send a rose if you can hear me. Oh, I have to laugh, because if I don't, I'm going to like Hulk smash. I'm looking at a lamp right now in my room. I'm like, no, you're not. I love you. Yeah, I just talked to my lamp. That's where I'm at right now, you guys. That is where I'm at.
Hello? Can y'all see me? Can y'all see me? Can y'all see me? If you can see me, tap in a rose.
All my boss babes, make sure y'all sub so we can comment. The reason why I have a sub chat only is because, girl, nobody's gonna come in here and disturb our peace. Like, I don't want Kelly. Oh, my baby Kelly Lind in the building. Sammy. Okay.
All right, so through my rage, there's more, you guys. I'm sorry. If I have to go through this, you guys have to come with me, okay? So through the rage hole, I learned that they have an OF account, which is, that's fine. The way that you're trying to promote it, wrong, fucking wrong. There are people who do it brilliantly. Girthmaster, for one, like, he showed up on my TikTok. Great, personable guy. I was curious, right? Like, I obviously, I haven't gone to OF, but I'm like, oh, like, what is he talking about? Funny little guy, the way that not little. Whoa. Funny fella. The way that his TikTok is, like, personable and stuff, but he's not scamming his audience. It's like, oh, if you see me on TikTok and you just think I'm like this nerdy whatever, I always think it's funny when people find out what I really do. I'm like, what do you really do? What do you really do, Girthmaster? And then, and then I learned. So anyways, they use this drama each time to promote their OnlyFans. But the way they freaking do that, ooh, it's so wrong. It's like sextortion bait. Is that a thing? They've made it a thing. So Nerali will go on and be like, oh my God, I can't believe my baby mama posted that on Instagram. Go and report it.
So for all of you guys that are seeing the videos that my BD is posting of us on the Instagram, please report it. Please report it. I am so sorry that you guys have to see that. I was not thinking with my head.
The people that want to watch, it's Young Low BM, literally. My first name? And then
Don't go
BM.
watch that. Stop telling people to go watch that. Don't go watch that.
Young Low BM.
It's
Young
embarrassing.
Low
Stop
BM.
embarrassing me.
Young Low BM on Instagram.
You go to the Instagram, there's no post, so they know there's nothing, like, you can't report the post. And then it's like the story or the link and like the link in the bio, and it's like, come here for like the hottest. It's actually, I can't remember what the tagline is, but anyways, it's, content, whatever. You could not pay me to look at their stuff based on the reviews that I've heard of people who have subjected themselves for research purposes. So shout out to you. I've heard that it's just absolute garbage. Same type of thing, like with just like Nerali, like verbally abusing, or Laura verbally abusing Nerali, very physical. She has like bruises on her face, on her lives, and like bite marks and cuts and stuff like that. And then she'll try to use that as, like the insinuation that she's being abused, but it's really coming from their content. Anyways, if you're into that, like if you're into like some good like OnlyFans stuff, like there's people out there. Like just go check them out, okay? This is not it. It's not. It's just like garbage. It's beyond. It's like lower than amateur hour. So again, one more avenue where you take advantage of your audience, acting like like there's like sextortion, I think is a term, right? Going on.
Bro, this is not no game no more. Like, I'm not playing no more games with you. First of all, I can't even enjoy taking my kids out to the pool because 15 minutes ago, all my supporters are sending me videos of you dropping on Twitter. Why are you continuing to drop those videos? Because I don't want to be with you no more and you're continuing to drop videos like that. Why?
It's so upsetting. There's so many people who are in those comments rallying for Nerali, being like, oh my God, like I can't believe this is happening, like go to the police, it's so wrong. And of course it's like she doesn't, because they're not breaking up. They're always like, oh, we're breaking up, this is her way of getting back at me, please don't go watch it, please don't go look at it. Girl, please get off the internet, please. Another super cringy aspect to this is Laura's mom is also involved in this, and I again try to think of myself as an older grown-ass woman agreeing to do this childish, scammy shit. Like, you lady should be embarrassed of yourself as well. Like, there's no way in hell. I tried to picture my mom doing this. Oh my God. For money guns? Stop.
You talk like that. Why you don't have respect for your own mother? That who raised you?
Answer. Hey. When Young Lo speak, I want to hear you.
No, that's not
I
me.
want to hear you. Hey, lady, I'm
That's not
speaking.
me.
I'm speaking. Let me just say something, yeah?
You don't know. You're messing your hair.
I'm so happy that I have a mother-in-law who cares so much about my life and everything that has to do with me. You care more about me than your daughter ever gave a shit about me.
That's fine. That's fine. But don't touch me with the beat.
Tell her to stop texting me and locking me out of my house.
No. What happened?
No.
What happened now?
What happened?
No, really, what happened?
John Lo happened. John Lo.
I just don't, I'm really struggling because I don't understand how they're allowed to go on TikTok. This is just like skimming the surface here. They, on the daily, are just doing the most offensive, awful shit. They even went through a phase where Nerali was like insulting the Black community. Like, oh my God, it's so bad. I don't understand how they have a platform like TikTok. Please, I feel like people have been kicked off for less. Okay? The concerning part of all of this is that they do have 2 children already. They're now conning their audience again, trying to say that Nerali is pregnant with twins again. I personally don't believe that she's pregnant just based on what she's done with her last pregnancy. I guess even with one of those pregnancies, she like lied about how long she was actually pregnant, like saying she was for a long time, and she just wasn't because the pregnancy went on like forever. And then did like a fake gender reveal around that time, thinking that, like, saying to the audience that they were doing a gender reveal, having a girl, and then when the baby actually came out, it was a boy. I mean, that can happen, but it's like the timeline was also really long. And then they get their little crew or whatever to also sprinkle in like curiosity. Like, stop. Like Lexi being like, oh, I've heard rumor like it might be triplets.
You heard it first here. Nerali might be having triplets.
Lexi, stop. I don't know where you can go from here, but this is not it. So now that they're, the narrative again is that she's pregnant They're saying it's twins. They're doing all this fighting. And once again, even though this has already enraged their YouTube audience that they once had, they're going to TikTok playing on that miscarriage storyline all the time. The last time I checked in, the storyline, it's constantly, you know, like that Nerali's done with Laura, and she'll go through these moments where she's spiraling, asking for more sympathy basically from her audience. They'll fight on lives, like acting like they're in different locations, but the phone, like, you know, like if you're close by, it'll like make that like sound. Yeah, that.
I'm just letting you know I'm finna be on my way. I'm finna be on my way because I love you and I appreciate you. You feel me? Like, and that's how I'm feeling right now. Like, I really love and appreciate you. I'm finna be on my way. I'm finishing my bathrobe because I'm not going.
But they're doing all of this arguing and stuff like that with the children present. Like, that makes me so sad. And then again, capitalizing on the kindness of their audience's, you know, hearts wanting to help Nerali. She'll go, you know, like, let's show Young Lo I don't need her. Let's celebrate that monster leaving. Whenever Laura's in the lives with her, she'll be like, did you hear that? Like, show her right now that you support me because she doesn't believe you do. It's like she is in the same house. They are playing you. You are being taken advantage. Please stop. Please stop giving to these people. They do not deserve your kindness, your heart, your hard-earned money. And like I said, like this has been done for years. So it's not like they're like, oh, is it different this time? And that's how they play with you. They'll be like, I know we've done this before. Like this is it. Like, I can't do this anymore. It's so over. I need your help. But like, they've done this for years. And then it's even more unhealthy the way like Laura pretends to like get her back, even though she's been in the house the whole time. It's so toxic, like the love bombing and like the gifts and what you often see in like very unhealthy relationships. But now we know that it's like the cars are from Turo and they're like empty boxes of designer things. As far as I could tell, my understanding is Nerali's family, because I was like, what are they thinking? Allegedly, they have estranged themselves. She also says like she doesn't want anything to do with them. Probably really hard for them to watch like what is going on. Like I said, like she's definitely changed a lot since meeting Laura. And for so, you know, like for all of this, for so long that I've been in this rabbit hole, I have tried to think like why you would embarrass yourself like this for anything, or, you know, but the root of it all usually is money. And I saw it explained on the Reddit quite perfectly. And it was, the perspective was, think about like Nikocado. Nikocado avocado? Avocado Nikocado? No, Nikocado avocado. The guy, the mukbang guy. Like he's now on like a ventilator, really unwell, but saw that like the more outlandish he got, the more food that he was eating, the bigger the meltdown on the screens, the more the audience was going in and watching. So whenever the views were low, like that's like kind of what he leaned into. And then that's just what he stuck with. And so obviously like they know the rage bait works. And I wish it could stop. Like I wish, honest to God, would take Adriel Siegler some days over. No, they both need to get off. I don't know where I would go. Anyways, how about let's just encourage ourselves to have fun. Watch a fun, nice channel, okay? A nice page. At the end of the day, though, what is really serious is I feel so bad for their children, because those children are real. Like, that's not a skit. These are real babies. And I understand that on TikTok, you know, like you have like just like a smidge, a little peek of somebody in their real life and how their kids are actually treated. But like I said, these people are online every day. So it feels like you just literally have like a camera into their life. These little babies are always like in the same outfits that don't fit, like Christmas outfits. They've got like just toddler bed in the living room with like a mattress and like all these to-go containers everywhere. And they're just left in the background while they're on live all day and night. And one video that I saw, I almost like threw up, cried, raged. I showed it to Chelsea. She like was in tears. One of the videos is like one of the little guys almost like falling out of this high chair and cracking his head for content, because she did the whole like, oh, watch my baby for a second, and left the fucking room. And oh my gosh, I'll show it, but it's just like, it's upsetting.
What are you doing?
These people have a pool in their backyard. So I literally have had trouble falling asleep some nights thinking about these kids who I don't know, but like they're these poor babies have not asked for this. Just picturing them like wandering while the whole family is battling for fucking galaxies and cowboy hats, and they like fall into the pool or something. Like, it just, I'm not well. I am not well. I can't. I just like, I pray for those babies, but in the same sense, like I know like what I cannot control, right? Like, so I hope this gains enough traction that like TikTok is like, wow, you gotta go. I've officially blocked these cesspools because I just like, I can't look at it anymore. The rage bait is not healthy for me. It's been on a level that I've never experienced. So I feel like with making this video, my work here is done. My sanity has been at risk like a little bit too long. So I hope that this helps just like prevent them from getting a single view or dollar from somebody, because they just do not deserve it. So my work here is done. Like I said, I don't want to harp on anybody who goes, you know, on lives. For the, like I said, for the majority of it, I don't care for like the Jason Nash style of just like pointless, like, come on, chat, like tap the whatever. But there are like really great ones who, you know, entertain. Okay, hold on. I made a little list here. There's a couple too. I'll put them in the comments. They didn't show up on my thing, on my TikTok feed that I wanted to add. But one of them was the girl, she has her head shaved and then she sits in like a cute, like lit up room, and then she'll listen to music and then she signs it. So that's really cute. I don't know her name. If I come through it, I'll put it in the comments. Another one, ASMR Noah, Noa. I think she's precious. She also has a YouTube. And then, okay, this girl I love. Her name's Serafina. She lives in my province. She's an Alberta girl, Calgary to be exact. And I'm not doxing her because she says that she's in there. And then she does like performances. So this girl, she's like kind of wanting to be like Taylor Swift 2.0, but when she started, she knew like I have absolutely no musical skills and I really need to work on this and on my dancing and all that. So she went to TikTok to help her and would go on lives and like take the criticism and be like, okay, this is what you should do instead. So she practices all the time. She takes it so seriously. She's been like doing performances. I've seen her evolve. She's really adorable. So like entertainment, fun hangout. You guys, there's things to watch out there. Do not get trapped in the rabbit hole like I did. Anyways, and if you have some great ones to suggest, I'd love to see that in the comments. And if you guys knew about this and were concerned and this video was beneficial and helpful, please let me know that this was not all for nothing. Also, don't go, like, it's just literally not even worth going to like send any form of like discouraging comments of being like, please get off the internet. It's just not worth it. It's not, because then it fuels them more. Like they're so used to like the rage and the hate, like they know that it can bring in a view and a cent or whatever's worth selling their soul to do this type of shit. But anyways, go find some positive ones, leave some positive ones in the comment. I love you guys in the comments. I love you guys so much. I will see you in the next video. Hopefully I'm a little saner. Yeah, if you haven't already, don't forget to like and subscribe. Did I already say that? I'm literally losing my mind. Anyways, I'll see you in the next video. I'll miss you terribly. Until then, make sure to love each other, love yourself, and I will see you soon. Bye.